Hey everybody, this is Fragger and Jeff, and this is Bloodforge.
This is the second Xbox Live Arcade game to have 400 points, right?
Yes, and I believe that this may be the first arcade game with 30 achievements.
Well, yeah, I
It's a
can't.
lot.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. I was gonna say maybe a one of the what was it? The Magic the Gathering game had a lot of DLC.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers had a lot of achievements added to it, but I think it goes up to 25 at the most. But yeah, because back when we had more rules, you could only do up to 300, I think.
It went 250 and then I think it went to 300.
Then maybe 350 because Magic had three DLCs that had achievements in it. So Magic was the biggest for a while.
Yeah.
But now we have games like Bloodforge and Trials. But Bloodforge.
So this game,
talking about
400 gamer score, 30 achievements, $15. It's damn near a retail release at this point.
And 5 Avatar Awards.
And 5 Avatar Awards. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Including a skull that you can wear on your head. So there you
Nice.
go. So, yeah, this game is very interesting. You get quite a bit of bang for your buck, and there's some really interesting multiplayer type stuff in there.
Oh, really?
Which I'll talk about right now.
Okay.
It's a challenge system. And what you can actually do is, like, let's say you have the game and I have the game.
Uh-huh.
I can play some of this, like, wave-based, like, just slaughtering dudes thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the ability to modify it. So, like, corpses explode, you do more damage, you do less damage, they have magical shields, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then once you're dead or you complete it, you can challenge someone in your friends list to that exact setup.
Huh. So it's like Horse.
In a way, yes.
Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
They stole the idea that I stole from a playground 48 years ago.
Son of a bitch. And there's actually achievements tied to that, too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Like, on this list here, I want to skip a little ahead here, which is you can actually decimate a friend's challenge, as it says.
What is, like, beating it won't get you the achievement. You have to decimate it? Like, what is the criteria?
You have to decimate it. I don't know exactly what the thing to decimate it is, but the other really cool part, which is, of course, the other achievement tied to that is destroy. There we go. Then now we destroy 10 challenges. The other interesting thing about it is, like, say, I get to wave 2, and then you get to wave 4, you can challenge me back, and then I can challenge you back again.
Oh, really?
So you can, like, stack them on top of each other.
That's pretty funny.
It is, and I actually really like that setup. That's a really awesome setup. And there's another multiplayer type thing in the game, which I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's called Blood Feud.
Okay.
Which, while you're playing the game, you'll actually have, like, your score at the bottom and somebody else's score. And what'll happen is like, in those areas, it'll actually tabulate how much blood you're earning or blood you're spilling.
Yeah.
Blood's actually the currency in the game. And you actually challenge your friends. It's kind of like also what they do in Trials, but with blood.
So blood is the currency of the game?
Yes. This is like the second or third game that I've played that has that as a currency, because Splatterhouse's currency was blood as well.
Oh, really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The more blood you spill, the more blood you earn.
that's creepy.
Yes.
I guess
just
if you're
real life.
like if you're like an emissary for the Red Cross and you're trying to help, fill the blood banks, it would make sense. But otherwise,
I don't know how you would
grossed out
sift out all the other shit. Like, oh, I'm sifting this. Oh, there's a chunk of a sword in there. Oh, look,
Yeah.
there's some bone.
by it. Yeah.
You need some filters for that shit. But yeah, that's some really awesome setup that this game has, and I really like that. And the actual game itself is pretty silly, and I love it to death.
Really? How many hours would you say it takes to beat?
From what I've been reading, 5 to 6.
Okay, that's about average for an arcade game.
Especially of a game of this caliber, which is a hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's got some really interesting stuff, some magic things that are set up there, and of course, as you can imagine, the story is a story of revenge. Duh. What else would it be?
Yeah.
And other than that, we can also dig into some of the other achievements with this game, which this game, as we mentioned, has a few.
Yeah.
But I would say on average, it's actually a fairly decent list, which is to, pretty much stuff from beating the game, etc., etc. But there's some collectibles, I'm using quotes here, I haven't actually encountered these myself,
Okay.
which is to collect all the health and mana upgrades. There's these shrines you bump into, which will give you, like, a boost to your rage meter or whatever the hell it's called, bloodlust, I think, and your health. Or, like, it's actually like a health pack that you can use whenever you want. And some of these that are really off the beaten path may include mana upgrades, weapon upgrades, and other things along those lines.
Okay. Well, I am looking forward to the guide you're going to make for those.
I love collectible.
By the way, I'm going to need you to make a guide for the...
Writing down, game with tons of collectibles, put down Fragger's name.
And
It always works out.
check.
And now we have some of these that are quite fun. I like this one, Web of Death, which is to perform a 75 hit attack.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I look forward to the achievement guide on Web of Death.
Probably it'd be, I'm going to say this right now, probably easier in one of the challenge areas.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is it's also tied to one of the achievements, which is Float Like a Butterfly, which is to use the crossbow to link two attack chains together. Speaking is very difficult. It's just as easy as you can't get to the guy quick enough, so just shoot your crossbow and it continues your combo.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
And I was just digging around the challenge area, and I'm like, oh, there's a giant ogre charging me. Shoot with crossbow. Achievement popped. I'm like, oh, I guess that's what I was doing. And then we've also, there's a few other things, like the rage kills, which are really fun. And we got this one, which is ripping a new one.
What is a rage kill?
A rage kill is kind of your bloodlust meter when it's filled up. You tap both bumpers, and it tunes you into I'm super angry mode.
Uh-huh.
If you hit it again, you'll pretty much one-hit kill an enemy with that move.
So
It'll
that's
drain
like
your entire meter.
A.H. Michael mode.
Pretty much, except for I don't know how often he disembowels people with quick time events.
Well, verbally, it's a constant stream of disembowelings.
But the perfect kill is when you're doing it, this little rune pops up, and you have to mash like X, A, B, or A, just one button.
Uh-huh.
And if you fill it up, it's a perfect.
Oh, okay.
And you get more blood for doing that.
All right.
So
Which we need to buy stuff in the game, like a better house and cars, and to put into our Blood 401k so that we can retire someday and spend our waning years traveling and visiting our grandchildren, all
At the Bloodforge.
At the Bloodforge.
Perfect place to end.
My love!